Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Brenton and welcome back to the Crypto Analyst channel. Now I hope all of you guys are having a great day no matter where you are from, because there's a lot going on in the great world of cryptocurrency as per usual around here. Now today we're going to be going over everything from the technicals on the chart to the fundamentals in the news. So if you're new here and you want to stay informed with everything that's happening in crypto, this is going to be your one-stop shop for it. So let's begin here by talking about what in the world is happening in all of the news, because FTX is back again, except this time there's a twist that you probably weren't expecting. So FTX is going to be suing Sam Bankman-Fried and a couple other executives to try to claw back roughly $1 billion. Now there's the full list of them here and everything that's happening. And as we scroll through this article, I want everyone to remember that a lot of money actually has been recovered from this FTX debacle, from this FTX case. And they've done a really good job about recovering people's funds and a lot of the money that was so-called lost in, accounting errors or balance sheet issues, whatever you want to call it. The big question here is, how much are these people going to be getting back? The people who lost everything in FTX, when are they going to get their money back, and how much are they going to get back? We still don't have answers to those questions yet. Whether it's going to be 20%, 50%, 100% of what they lost, we don't fully know, but they have done actually a fairly good job at recovering the money so far. Now, FTX isn't the only person in this situation, because you also have like Celsius and Voyager and a lot of other players as well that are in kind of the same boat, and people lost money there and they're waiting to see when they're going to get their money back. So there are advances happening, and I haven't talked about FTX in a while just because there hadn't really been anything new to really bring to the spotlight. But now that there is, I want people to know that the people who lost a lot in there is a light at the end of this tunnel. It could be years from now, but it looks like they're trying to do everything that they can here to get investors' money back, even if it's just a portion of what they had lost. So there is moves in the right direction, which is a good thing to see. So if you lost your money in FTX, and this is the first that you've heard about it since, it could be something that is worth following. Now, on the other side of things, we have altcoins that are leading the charge of the crypto markets right now. Things like Synthetics and even Chainlink are making these big moves to the upside. So if we want to go ahead and move our way over to the chart and look at Synthetics, for example, Synthetics saw this crazy move to the upside pretty much over the course of the last couple of weeks. I guess one could even say for the bulk of the summer, it's kind of turned around from this bottom that it had right down here at around $1.60, and that is the wrong tool. But it had this nice reversal to the upside. And just in the past, what is this? Just in the past 8 days, it's up about 56%. And Chainlink isn't far behind. Chainlink's been on an absolute tear here recently. It came in, put in a new low, and then immediately turned straight back to the upside, which is a kind of like throwing a wrench in the scheme of things, because what we saw is that for the past almost year and a half, Chainlink has been consolidating in this very sideways manner where it's just been chopping around from resistance to support for an extended period of time, and it looked like it had essentially become a stable coin, or it was just bouncing in between resistance and support until this move came in down here where it hit this ever so slightly lower low, but then immediately rocketed all the way back to some of its primary resistance levels above $8. So with Chainlink, it saw this huge move to the upside. It did about 68, almost 69% in just about a month's time. So both of these are leading the charge of the altcoin markets. And I say all of this and I show this because there's always a trade out there. Whether you see it or not, whether you found it or not, I'm not one who's traded a lot of Synthetics, but here it is. It's up just a ton in the past couple of days, let alone the past couple of months. But Chainlink is one that I'm more familiar with. So there's lots going on in the world of altcoins. And what we're seeing is that as Bitcoin is so-called ping-ponging around here, there's a lot of opportunities out there. And we're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance in just a moment, because that's been a big player in all of this. But as Bitcoin is ping-ponging around, there are opportunities in altcoins, and we're seeing the market act very self-sustaining. They're very self-sustaining. They're acting in their own like mannerisms. I'm not sure what the word I want to use here for this is, but they're being very independent. I think that's the right word, is that they're not so much counting on one another anymore. Now, previously, Bitcoin was very correlated to NASDAQ, and the crypto market always followed Bitcoin, but now we're seeing Bitcoin stray away from NASDAQ. We're seeing altcoins stray away from Bitcoin, and all these different projects are doing their own thing. I mean, some altcoin projects are down 5% today. Other ones are like Chainlink or Synthetics that are up 50% in the last week. So there's a lot of diversity that's happening out there. There's a lot of every altcoin kind of doing its own thing. And I think that shows volume as to how the space has evolved. And that's a good thing. Now, the final thing that I want to talk about here is that altcoins are bleeding in to Bitcoin just a little bit. Again, obviously not all of them. Some of the ones that are falling are bleeding back into Bitcoin. But the big conversation here, kind of aside from everything else, is that Bitcoin dominance is at a really unique spot. And that was pretty much what that article was alluding to, because Bitcoin dominance for the better part of a year, almost 2 years now, has been on this crazy tear to the upside where it's just very methodically, very consistently been going up, just to kind of bull flag and to continue its pattern upwards. And so that's what we've seen. We see move up, bull flag, move up, bull flag, move up, and now it could potentially be bull flagging again. So as Bitcoin dominance is starting to fall, this kind of begs the question, are we going to turn this previous 49% Bitcoin dominance area into a newfound support? Will this just be like all the previous moves where it moves up, falls into a bull flag, and then moves up further? That's something that I'm kind of starting to watch out for in this area, especially with altcoins behaving the way that they are right now. So if you are an altcoin fan, again, there's been a ton of opportunity out there. You know, we've talked about it quite a bit in this video already, but maybe Bitcoin has another opportunity that's coming its way that could push Bitcoin dominance back up and give it a little bit of a bounce here, because with these different altcoins going on a tear, with XRP winning their lawsuit, there has been a bit of an altcoin revival and a little mini altcoin season where altcoins all over the place are popping anywhere between 30 and 60%, and it's nothing abnormal. It's happened to Bitcoin Cash, it's happened to Solana, Matic, Synthetics, Chainlink, Litecoin, the list goes on. There's been a lot of altcoins that have benefited from the past month or two of price action. So there's a lot happening in the great world of cryptocurrency and blockchain tech. And as we move into this weekend, we have a big week next week because we have FOMC, I believe, that's happening towards the middle of next week. And we're going to get a lot of information coming out of that one as well. So I hope all of you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And we'll have another video coming out next Wednesday. So until then, everyone, stay safe out there. Enjoy the weekend, and I'll talk to all of you soon.